Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Working Trader, where we look at the Euro USD and GBPUSD and come up with trade ideas for the day, if there are any. So jumping right into it, let's look at Forex Factory. We have GDP today for the pound and JOLT and core PCE price index, preliminary GDP for the USD. So these two at the top would be the high impact news for the USD, and this one would be more of a medium impact, even though they're all red folder news events. So let's look at the charts and see what happened yesterday and what we can expect today. So as we can see, price has kept on going down, okay, as we were expecting. So all right, so we are in this pullback phase. Okay, we broke structure to the downside internally. Now finally it's a break of structure. Okay, we did break structure, and then yesterday price printed this bearish candle pretty much. So price has been tanking yesterday, even after the high impact news on Wednesday, and so price has just continued to tank. So that means the US dollar is gaining in strength and the euro is going down. Okay, and so is the pound. Is also doing the same. So we see price has been going down. So of course we've mitigated this demand. So now it's likely that this demand is going to be eliminated, and yes, there could still be some orders right at the extreme, but now the expectation may be that this whole area will fail. Okay, at least to mitigate this demand that is outside of this range. Okay. And then for the pound, we still have room. Okay, so price could still come down, sweep these areas, have a deeper mitigation, and still continue bullish. Okay, that is still a possibility. So we just have to wait and see. So because of the GDP today, in a few minutes from now at 7, we might see it could be that could be the catalyst to push price down. Okay. Or price will just push back up, so there's no really telling until after the news. But we can try and position ourselves and see what we could be expecting from price. So this is on the 4-hour. So looking at the 4-hour, so price swept these highs, okay, and then since then just continued making these lower lows, and then now it just broken structure, continuing the down trend. Okay, continue on this internal trend that's been happening. We do have this area of liquidity, and then we do have this extreme demand on the 4-hour. So price could still mitigate and reverse. Okay. Expectation though is because of how strong the trend is, it's likely price will continue and break this area. Okay. So this is just to make it clearer. So we did have a sweep. We failed to mitigate this extreme, but we did mitigate this candle just before this impulse. Okay, we mitigated that area, and then since then price just been tanking. So it's likely that price will continue to just keep on trickling down until this area fails. So looking at the 15-minute. So looking at the 15-minute, we can see we are clearly bearish. Okay, so we did sweep Okay, we did break structure to the upside. Okay, right there, making this our strong swing. Okay, and then this was my strong internal. Okay, with that break. Okay, and then we were expecting price to come in, maybe mitigate some of these areas. Okay, and for yesterday specifically, my expectation was that price would come up, sweep these areas. Okay, maybe reach into this area at the top, mitigate, and then look for trades all the way down there. So if you did that, good on you. If you didn't, well, better luck next time. Okay, so today the expectation is pretty much let's see, so price is behaving like that. Okay, so because we have this 4-hour demand, okay, because we have this 4-hour demand, it is possible that price could bounce. Okay, price could bounce again. So if I get any confirmation from down here, from within this 4-hour demand, my expectation would then be to start looking maybe for counter trend longs. Okay, maybe targeting all the way just to these Asia highs. Okay, this is just a straight line, price coming down. So it's continuing down with this trend. So there is no structure really to look at to say, okay, you would want to focus on. So in the meantime, I think I'll be looking mainly at if price mitigates this, and then if I get any confirmation on the lower time frames, then I'll start looking for longs, maybe towards the mid-range of Asia or towards the top, the Asia high. Okay, so this is pretty much maybe the only trade idea that I can foresee. If price mitigates, comes back up maybe to these areas, then you could still look to go short. Okay, continue with the trend. But I would suppose because we've been tanking pretty much from Monday. Okay, from Monday was pretty much the reversal, and then we've been tanking. So I suppose today's a Friday. We are likely to have more of a pullback. Okay, back into the range. Okay, back into the range. So looking at the 4-hour on the oh my bad. So this was on the pound. This was on the pound. So the analysis I was doing was on the pound. Okay, no, it was on the Euro USD. Okay. Okay, so alright, that's my alert. Price has mitigated this POI that I've been waiting for. Okay, that I marked out yesterday. So starting on the 4-hour. Starting on the 4-hour, let's see. This is what we have. Okay. So on the pound, we did mitigate, price did mitigate this supply, and then now has been reacting and continuing bearish. Now this area is a strong area. Why? Because we did sweep these lows, and then it went on to break structure. Okay, albeit internal structure. So we do expect that there might be a bit of a strong reaction from this area. And when you look at how price moved from that area, we have strong impulse candles, and then the pullback has been very shallow and corrective and very slow. Okay, and not a lot of momentum. So it is possible that price, once it mitigates this extreme, okay, it could start pushing up again. All right. So looking at the 15-minute. So looking at the 15-minute, this is the range. Okay, this is the range. So you broke structure, okay, swing structure to the upside. So this has been the range, okay, the swing range that we're in. And then price has been pulling back, pulling back, pulling back, pulling back. Okay, now we've mitigated this area. Now it is likely that this area could be swept. Okay, so price could continue sweep this area, and then mitigate this extreme. Okay, so I'm gonna be looking for longs. Pretty much that's what I'll be waiting for. Because we've been tanking since Tuesday. So Tuesday all the way to now, we've been just having this straight downtrend. Okay, so I would suppose that now it's end of week. Okay, so someone needs to start taking their profits. Okay, if they were shorting all the way from up there. So we might have a bit of a retracement either to mid-range of Asia or all the way to Asia high. So we'll be looking for longs once we sweep these areas, and then we start getting some confirmation on lower time frames, and then that would be the idea. So for both the pound and the euro dollar, I'm pretty much looking for longs. These are counter trend longs. Okay, so at the high probability, maybe not necessarily, given looking at the momentum going down on the lower time frames. Okay, we've been tanking from Tuesday all the way to today. We have our London high, our London low. We have our London low, and this is part of a trend line as well. And then we have our Asia low. So it is likely that, yes, I may be looking for longs, okay, but price could continue, right, and take out the swing, the strong swing low, okay, and then have a reaction afterwards. Okay, so I'm anticipating that I'll have either price will react from this area. Okay, it'll continue, right, sweep this, take out this zone, this demand, and then give confirmation to then look for longs, maybe towards this mid-range. Okay, if that fails, then we'll be looking for price to continue until it sweeps this area, and then start looking for longs from there towards mid-range again. Okay, or at least just target your 3R, and then once you get your 3R, you're out of the trade. And yeah, that should be it. So those are my trade ideas for today. So please, if you find value in this material, don't forget to like, to subscribe, and to leave a comment letting me know how you are applying this in your own trading as well. Other than that, have a good day, have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week. Working Trader out.